What's up everyone, and welcome to Ben's Car Reviews. I'm Ben and today we'll be going through the 2024 GMC Acadia. Let's get right into it. 2024 Acadia will be coming to you in 4 different trim levels, at least at this point, from GM. Elevation, Elevation Premium, AT4, and Denali. The Elevation will start you off at an estimated price. This is based off of what multiple sources are saying, about $38,000, and Denali rounding you off about around $50,000 starting. I expect, if anything, these prices will end up being a little bit higher than this. This would be the low end, is my guess, but roughly that's what they will be. Engine option, and there is only one, 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 328 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque. Not bad at all for this vehicle, in my opinion. Well over 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet. I was very surprised to see that as being the engine. If anything, I would suspect that for the top 2 trims, and maybe a less powerful one for the bottom 2, but great to see for all 4, as well as this being paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Front wheel drive will be standard on all but the AT4, which will be standard with all-wheel drive, but you can get all-wheel drive on the standard front wheel drives. And MPGs are not available yet, but based off the V6 and other engines that are around this capability, size of the vehicle, I'm estimating it'll be around 26 city, 33 highway. Before we go any further, guys, just letting you know, here at Ben's Car Reviews, I try to bring the most accurate and relevant information under 10 minutes. There's no misleading and no waste of time. If that's something that's intriguing to you and you like this content as you watch, please like and subscribe so I can continue to grow the channel. Let's keep going. Let's go through some pictures now released by GMC. Full redesign inside and out for 2024 in this Acadia, and I personally am loving this design. GMC's whole fleet is trending in a great direction right now, and the Acadia is finally up to par with the rest. Seeing a lot of styling cues from the new Canyon on the front end, specifically in the headlight design. This Acadia will now be sharing its platform with the new Chevy Traverse, which means we have a longer and taller Acadia. In fact, 10.6 inches longer and 3.2 inches taller. The AT4 is being heavily shown off by GMC and advertised as the most capable Acadia AT4 yet. It'll get you standard AT4 exclusive dark accented exterior and interior design, active torque control all-wheel drive system, lifted ride height, off-road tuned suspension, 18-inch gloss black painted aluminum wheels with all-terrain tires, and traction select system with terrain mode. The Denali is obviously the other trim GMC wants to show off the most. They'll get you an exclusive Denali exterior design, as well as optional 22-inch wheels, which is the largest wheel ever offered on an Acadia, and just a seriously huge wheel in general. If you haven't seen one that size, it is pretty cool to see. The Denali interior is stacked, which we'll get into in the next section. The bottom level Elevation, Elevation Premium will still have desirable exterior looks, even though GMC hasn't released images yet. Elevation Premium will get you 20-inch wheel standard, and you'll have the available Black Edition package for each trim. Elevation Premium will also get you standard roof rails. As we've seen with the Sierra Elevation, you still have attractive looks for the base trim, so I expect that here too. LED headlights and taillights standard on all trims. As far as headlight design, I like these way more than the previous generation. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the C-shaped lights everybody seems to be gravitating towards, but I like these a lot. I'm always a fan of the quad-tip exhaust, and I love the Acadia is bringing those to the table, but I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the chrome. I hope there's an option to make these black. I think it contrasts the black rear diffuser bumper area too much. The trailing package will give the Acadia 5,000 pounds of max towing, which will allow you to easily tow your small boat or reasonable cargo, and that competes well with its main competitors, such as the Kia Telluride or the Toyota Grand Highlander. This Acadia will be available and arriving in early 2024. With the trim setup that GMC has here, choosing the best bang for your buck is far more simple in my opinion. One powertrain in all trims, nearly all the same drivetrain. The main differences you'll get is interior standard upgrades. The AT4 is great, but I don't necessarily need those features, as well as the Denali. I foresee the Elevation and Elevation Premium to have great looks, and you're also getting the equal power and drivetrain to top as the same top trim Denali. I think the Elevation Premium will be the best bang for your buck, and even perhaps the Elevation while throwing in the all-wheel drive option, and maybe even the Black Edition, since that'll allow you to start off at a lower MSRP. But if you have the means, go for the top trims because they offer a lot and really look phenomenal on the exterior. Let's check out the inside now. GMC has finally answered our silent wishes, or for some, direct and thorough complaints about their outdated interiors, and they're delivering a fantastic interior for you in this Acadia. Several upgrades on the interior redesign that make this Acadia far more appealing. 3 rows of seats with up to 8 passenger capacity, 24% more max cargo volume over the previous generation. As we touched on, this is bigger, and there you will get your extra space. Significantly more space will be behind the third row. GM boasts this Acadia to have the most front seat legroom in its class. A new massive 15-inch premium infotainment screen setup. GMC officially doesn't want to be associated with small screens anymore, clearly. 11-inch driver's digital gauge cluster. Available 8-inch heads-up display. Available heated seats and steering wheel for all the trims. You can have up to 9 available camera views depending how you buy an option. There's an available panoramic sunroof on all trims. Bose premium sound on the Elevation Premium and up. The Denali will be the epitome on the interior for the Acadia, as it is on all GMC models, with the now exception being the Denali Ultimate. But the Acadia Denali lands you premium interior materials and accents, leather appointed first and second row seats, the configurable 8-inch diagonal heads-up display, heated and ventilated front seats, and heated second row seats, third row power folding seats, and second row one-touch folding seats. There is available Super Cruise now on these models. GM is stacking you up with 15 standard driver's assistance safety features to keep you ready on the roads. Overall, I'm thrilled with this interior. I always determine an overall grade for an interior based off the prices. I have high expectations for interior designs, especially when MSRPs are high. Materials and cup holders don't mean as much to me as screen sizes, dash designs, seat designs, stuff like that. But I think GMC knocked it out of the park overall with the Acadia for these estimated prices. In review, guys, if you're in the market for a 3-row SUV, one that's not the size of an Escalade or Ford Expedition, you're looking at this, like I mentioned earlier in the video, direct competitors, Kia Telluride, Toyota Grand Highlander, even maybe the Honda Pilot. Big models in this segment. Telluride's obviously dominating right now. Honda, Toyota, such trustworthy names. GMC, obviously very reputable as well. A lot of things to cross compare and take a look at when you're trying to determine the best bang for your buck across which model you want to start with, not to mention the trim. But I think what GMC is bringing here in this Acadia is very nice, especially on the interior. Definitely more advanced looking, at least, than a couple of these models. Certainly the screen size is bigger. If you're into that, you'll have that as well. Not to mention some great standard safety features, driver's assist features. Materials are nice, and hopefully this will be relatively low in price. Hopefully my estimates are close. Hopefully it's not an Elevation starting at $44,000 or something like that, which in that case you might be looking at other models which aren't starting off so high. But hopefully this video laid things out. Good way for you guys. Thank you for watching this Benz car review. Please subscribe if not already. If you have an idea for a future review, drop in the comments and I'll see what I can do. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, I have that option now. Check that out and join if you'd like. And I'll catch you on the next Benz car review.